This week on Two Cups, One Kettle, we are going to be talking about hot takes and hot cakes. So grab yourself a glass and let's get into it.
Okay, so today I'm drinking hot cocoa with milk, not water, because that's the superior way to drink it. What are you drinking today?
Well, I'm drinking water, special sparkling water, pineapple spindrift, because water is better.
Mm.
Hmm.
And that brings us into our topic today. Opinions. Some are wrong and some are right.
I think mine are right, but I think that's kind of the point here today.
So, what is one of your hot takes
Let me just
that you've written down for the episode?
get to one of my pages here. Let's start off with one that I know we don't agree on. I believe that hot cocoa is better made with water, specifically the kinds that have evaporated or powdered milk in them, because that's where the milk comes from. And when you use milk in your hot cocoa, in that case, when you combine the two milks, powdered and liquid form, they create a disgusting layer of skin on the top and it makes you want to throw up. So I think hot cocoa is better with water.
Well, as I said in the intro, it's okay to be wrong. And this is one of those scenarios because hot cocoa is obviously better with milk. It's supposed to be drank with milk. It's always been made with milk. And Americans just paired it with water because we're broke. And it's just chocolate water. That's not hot cocoa. That's chalky water.
I think you're forgetting the fact that there's powdered milk in there, which is meant to turn back into normal milk when mixed with water, not milk. Its intended purpose was to be mixed with water.
That is not the origins of hot cocoa. Americans added evaporated milk because we're lazy and broke.
I won't disagree with you that that's how it started. However, I think it is superior. That is not including French hot chocolate, which is essentially just melted chocolate in a cup. That is different. If we're taking hot cocoa mix with powdered milk in it, water is what's supposed to be used. Now, if you're using a mix that does not have milk with it, that is an exception to the rule. However, if it has powdered milk, it requires water.
Or you could have it with milk and it would have a much richer flavor than pairing it with non-flavored, non-nutritious water.
And that rich flavor you're speaking of is, one, going to create a chunky texture.
Well, then perhaps the operator is not stirring their hot cocoa enough.
I don't want to have to keep stirring my hot cocoa the entire time. Also, that rich flavor that you mentioned is cow breast milk. How is that
I
good?
believe it's called an udder.
Okay, cow udder
Utter?
milk? How is that appealing? How is that appealing to you? Do you want to drink from a cow's udder? Straight from the teeth?
Obviously, I don't want to drink straight from the tap. I'm not going to be like, open up, cow. But a nice pasteurized 2% milk, I can get behind that.
And do you know what is in 2% milk that makes it so good? Water.
I like whole milk too. But I'm trying to get healthy for the new year. Okay. So I have 2% because it's lower in fat. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
I like
mm-hmm.
milk too.
See,
Whole milk's even better in my hot chocolate, actually,
no.
because it makes it a richer flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's from a cow, not from a lake.
Okay, even your milk is saying water is better. That's what I'm hearing from your milk choice tonight.
No, no.
That's
My
what's in your hot
milk,
cocoa, is it not?
my milk choice is for the gains, okay? Or the losses is better better term. Okay?
Well,
You
okay.
know, we'll just have to agree to disagree on this one.
I
Moving
agree
on,
that we
I shall say
disagree.
my next one.
Okay, okay.
Actually, I feel like this kind of goes, it's like a one that we share. This is one we definitely don't debate on. This is a feeling we both have about milk. That people who drink milk alone, and I'm with you on this one. Is it great in hot cocoa and meant to be? Yes. Is it good alone? No, absolutely not. And if you drink milk, you just get milk out of the fridge and you just pour it into a cup and you drink it, you're a psycho and you need to go to the nearest mental institution.
I agree because that is like drinking it from the tap, and I think that's
No,
insane
it's so
behavior.
gross. It's such a weird flavor too, like
Mhm.
when it's alone and not paired with the best chocolatey beverage.
Like especially whole, we'll skip past your incorrect opinion there, but especially whole, it's thick. Why is it thick?
And like, who is just getting home or waking up? Like my sisters, they drink milk. Just they wake up and they're like, I want some milk. Or they
I
get
just
home
would
and they have a
love to
glass of milk. And I'm
touch it.
like,
How?
what's wrong with you?
Like that
How
just
can you drink that?
ugh. And the people, okay, there's like whole people out there who just go out every morning, they milk their cow, and then they drink whatever the cow just put in there. Do you know how much cream is on the top of that? A ton, because I use that cream to make butter. I
Dude,
know.
also, I'm pretty sure the reason we pasteurize milk is because the udders are really close to the cow bum bum.
I
And, and people used to get tuberculosis, I'm pretty sure, from that. And
know
that's why
there's
we
some of
started
that.
pasteurizing milk. My mom told me that one time because she's a nurse, and I don't know if she's right about that, so that's not like
Mm-hmm.
vetted or whatever, but I heard that's why we started pasteurizing milk because that's what caused people to get tuberculosis
Mm-hmm.
at one time. And
Yeah.
now everyone's going back to that like raw, straight from the tap milk. And I'm like, do you know how close the udders are to that cow bum bum where that methane gas come out and
I,
more?
mean, we did it for thousands of years, and there is some
People
tuberculosis.
used to die a lot more. Well, I don't know about a lot more, but
I mean, I think that's true, but I also think a lot of it had to do with making it not spoil before it made it to stores so that it could be mass produced and sent across country.
my mom told me that the reason we pasteurize milk is because
Mhm.
we have to get rid of all the like
Mm.
bacteria and stuff since it's so close to the cow's butt and
That's
like
funny.
poop. And it gets on the udders and then they milk it and then milky poop and then poopy milk.
Ew.
And so yeah,
I don't like that.
raw milk is gross.
I
And
agree.
milk in general, even pasteurized, if you just crave that and you want a glass of that, that's weird.
That
And
is really weird.
and
I think
honestly concerning.
I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong.
Um, oh, here's one. I feel like we probably disagree on this one
Hmm.
a little bit. I think that pre-workout is a scam. I think
Hmm.
it's really expensive, overpriced powder. Like, yeah, it has caffeine in it, but
Hmm.
I think the amount that they charge for like a tiny little thing of caffeine powder is insane. And
Mm,
I think it's a scam. I
I
think
think
it's a scam.
I agree that it's probably overpriced. However, I don't think it's necessarily a scam, and I think it does what it says it does because it's such high caffeine and sugar. But I
Mhm.
do think that if in order to work out, you need to inhale that amount
Crack.
of of yes, of sugar and caffeine to get yourself motivated enough to go, you're kind of eliminating one of the best benefits of making yourself work out
Yeah.
by, I don't want to say cheating
Discipline.
the system because working out in itself is good. So if that's what you need to work out at all, I understand. But if that's essential, I think that people have come too reliant upon it.
Mhm.
I also, like you mentioned, I think it's essentially crack cocaine. I think
Literally.
for the same
Dude, the
reason
people
people
who
say it's coke.
dry scoop, that
Like
is
it just
crazy. Like
like
they don't even mix it with anything. They're just like down the hatch.
yeah, that's like
Crazy.
drinking straight powdered vitamin C, which does foam and bubble and come out of your mouth and nose when you do that.
Can't be good for you. I
No,
bet Davis has done that before.
Davis, yeah, he's probably definitely done that.
Yeah. We
It
should,
probably we should ask him.
Davis, if you're watching, comment below if you have done dry scooping before. I
Mhm.
feel like I probably have.
Yeah.
What's another one of your hot takes, Gabby?
Okay. So this one, I don't know, it's necessarily a hot take. I think it's just basic hygiene. I think people who don't regularly cut or and clean underneath their toenails are essentially satyrs, live in the wild, and have clipper cloppers for feet. And I think it's gross. And I think they need to trim their toenails. I think your toes are probably curling over themselves, and you have little hooves of your toenails, and they're probably brown and nasty underneath there. I probably think you also don't push your cuticles back there, and that's how it grows over your entire toenail. Your entire toenail becomes yellow when you're old and decrepit. And there's a reason that you're probably going to lose all of your toes when you're old, and it's not diabetes, it's your lack of hygiene on your tootsies. I don't want to hear your little toenails clicky clacketing on the floor, on your shoes, on anything, quite frankly. You have little mini hooves. You have 10 individual hooves at the end of what should be your feet. It is gross. What's another one you have?
Oh, I hate wearing sweaters. I run hot
Mm-hmm.
all the time. I'm never, well, okay, I'm not never cold, but it's an unlikely scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually only happens in like negative temperatures. Even then, I'm still probably not wearing a coat. Um, I'm definitely not wearing a coat, especially if it doesn't go with my outfit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but when I'm wearing sweaters, I feel like it's way too hot and I get so like claustrophobic. I
Mm-hmm.
would much rather wear layers like a t-shirt and a little cardigan or like a tank top and a cardigan. Anything and a cardigan is a good deal. But sweaters like overhead,
Mm-hmm.
oh, can't do it. And especially turtlenecks. I feel like I'm being choked to death. I'm like, can't breathe. Turtleneck. I don't know why they were ever invented.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
cute, but I hate them. Anyways, what
See,
do you think about it?
I'm wearing a sweater. I love them. I have tons of sweaters. I am always cold. Maybe I have bad circulation or something. Maybe it's my vitamin deficiencies. Who knows? But I'm always freezing, and I layer up. At night, I sleep with probably 3 to 5 blankets. Winter, summer.
Three to
I'm
five?
three to
I
five.
literally sleep with a sheet.
I am a 3 to 5 blanketer, and I cannot sleep if I don't have multiple blankets on. I will not sleep. I can't feel an inkling of cold touch my body and fall asleep. If I'm cold, I'm in excruciating pain and I just can't do it. So I love sweaters.
What's
And
another one of yours?
okay, sticking in the same vein, I can't sleep without socks on. I love sleeping in socks. It's like I'm getting little hugs
Really?
on my feet, and it's like they're nice and toasty and warm. They stay safe and cozy. My feet don't hurt when I'm going to bed. I don't have to do the whole moving my legs thing to stay warm to fall asleep. All I have to do is this with my feet and just curl my little toes, and they're so cozy and they're comfy in there. It's like they're getting hugged by a little warm blankie, and they're having the time of their life. And it's just amazing. I love wearing socks to bed. I have sleeping socks. They're awesome. And I think that I understand people who don't sleep with socks. I don't understand people who put down people who sleep in socks. Let me sleep in my socks.
That brings me to a great point. I don't understand how anybody could sleep with socks on. I feel like my feet are being suffocated, and I absolutely cannot sleep with socks.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be able to sleep. If I had to wear socks, I would be awake all night. I
Mhm.
could not possibly sleep with socks. And I think, like, how do you? Like, your feet just have to be like, they can't even breathe.
They're cozy and warm and cuddled in there. Keep in
But they're
mind,
suffocating and they're
but
dying.
but keep in mind the
Your feet
sweaters
are
running
dying.
cold.
Your feet can't
Buy
breathe. They're like,
blankets.
I can't breathe.
No, what they're
I'm in
thinking
my
is,
socks
"Ooh,
and I
I'm
can't
so
breathe."
cozy," and they're over here like this. They're all like wrapped up, and they're like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever. I feel so loved and cozy and warm, just
No,
like a
they're
little."
dying. They're dying because they are suffocating.
No, it's like I'm. They're
They
like
can't breathe.
it's like a baby being safe in their mother's womb, and they're
That
like
is not what it's like at
joyous.
all.
It is so what it's like.
No, it's
It,
not.
it
You're
is okay.
okay.
Disagree. Socks are superior.
Okay, I like socks during the day, but I cannot sleep with socks, and I don't see how anybody could.
You've never taken a nap with socks on?
No, I can't sleep with socks on, or my feet are suffocating. I need them to breathe.
Mm-mm. I hate sleeping without socks. It's actually the worst. I could be.
You're the worst.
You're the worst.
I don't mean that. Okay, next. Um, my last one that I wrote down. What was that? Did my cat just sneeze? ADHD. I'm getting sidetracked. I think. Why is my cat sneezing? Hold on. I was really scared because my cat was like making these weird noises.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's okay.
Maybe she just choked on a little Wawa.
She wasn't even by her Wawa. Anyways, my last one is that I don't like pickleball, and I think it has way too many rules, and I don't understand why everyone's obsessed with it.
Mm.
It's so confusing, and it's my cat.
I enjoy pickleball in moderation. It's not my favorite sport. I do think it's hilarious that all the older people are getting taken out by it. A lot of the doctors and chiropractors are making bank off of the old people getting injured playing pickleball because it's been advertised as a
Sorry.
much less
Hi.
strenuous sport to play. However, they get really into it and end up hurting themselves quite badly. So doctors are making bank off of pickleball right now. But I do enjoy it as a leisurely sport. I think it's enjoyable. It did take me probably 2 games to fully understand all of the rules, though. It did have quite a few odd rules. They weren't normal sports rules that are easily accessible.
Yeah. I feel like they just kept adding rules. I've only ever played it once and I gave up because I didn't like how many rules they were.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would just be playing and I'd be thinking, oh, I'm doing it now. And then they'd add another rule. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the game.
Okay. Well, my last one that I wrote down is that I abhor how people eat solids with spoons. Um, Example, ice cream. If you take your ice cream and put it on a spoon, you could turn it upside down. It'll stay on your spoon. Take your spoon and just, I know people say it's maybe a little bit inappropriate looking. I don't care. Let loose, have some fun. I hate how people are always like, and they're like, what is that?
I've never thought about eating with a spoon like that. I think it's just not something people do because their parents, when they were younger, taught them how to eat like this. So then everybody just eats like this
Mm-hmm.
forever.
It's
That's what
only
it
sexual if you make it sexual,
is
okay?
sexual. You're
It is
literally
not sexual. It's an efficient way of using a spoon to your advantage with the natural curvature of your
and
mouth.
that's wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You
This is
haven't tried it.
literally they make spoons literally in the curvature of your mouth.
No,
Like
they
it's
make spoons in a
perfect.
way that is anti-gravity so that it'll hold a liquid form. Just do it once. You'll never go back.
I will not be doing it.
Because you know I'm right and
Because
you'll end up joining my
no,
side.
because it
You'll
makes
end up
no sense.
it
It
does
makes no
too make
sense to eat with
sense.
a spoon like that. And that's that. And that is all for our hot takes.
Um joining us today for this next section is going to be Bartholomew and
Blueberry. Think of a name. Bartholomew versus Blueberry. Waffle versus Pancake. Blueberries are very good in waffles, may I say.
I think they're
Just adding
superior
that
in the pancakes, sir.
and that's something we'll have to debate about today, good sir.
No,
And
sir.
to decide who shall start this debate, we have a coin which we shall flip. And Bartholomew, if you would do the honors, I
Okay.
shall call it in the air. Wait, the air will be different timing for you.
It's
I
okay.
shall call heads.
Okay. It just went in a cup with water with my tea frog.
You had one job.
I'm not. Wait a second. Apologies. It's
Perhaps the job should have been done by a real man, a man who eats waffles.
I'm watering my tree frog. Let me.
Perhaps we should flip it again,
Yeah,
Bartholomew.
it's a little bit moist, sir. Okay, I'm gonna throw it instead of flip it with my thumb this time.
All right.
Okay, ink, and it is. What is that?
I can't see that.
It's heads. You got it.
I got it. Yeah, Bartholomew.
He got it. Go blueberry. He needed
Or
a
he
win.
got it. All right.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand firm in support of the resolution that waffles are better than pancakes. And here's why. While both are beloved breakfast staples, a closer examination of structure, functionality, texture, and versatility clearly demonstrates that waffles offer a superior culinary experience. Through logical comparison and practical reasoning, it becomes evident that waffles are not merely an alternative to pancakes, but an improvement. Argument number one is their structural superiority. Waffles possess a distinct grid-like structure that pancakes fundamentally lack. While this design is not merely for aesthetic, it serves a functional purpose. The deep pocket. Are these fake pockets? They don't have real pockets. Okay. The deep pockets of a waffle. Wait, are they real? These really? No, they're not. Okay. The deep pockets of a waffle efficiently hold syrup, butter, fruit, and any toppings you could imagine, ensuring an even distribution of flavor in every bite. Pancakes, by contrast, allow toppings to spill or pool unevenly, often resulting in soggy texture and inconsistent taste. Argument number two. This brings me to the texture and consistency. Waffles provide a balanced texture, crisp on the outside and light on the inside. This contrast enhances the eating experience and maintains integrity even when toppings are added. While pancakes cannot withhold and they lack textural variation and are prone to becoming dense and mushy. Waffles retain their structure longer, offering a more satisfying and deliberate bite. Argument number 3. Culinary versatility. Waffles excel in versatility. They perform equally well in sweet and savory applications, serving as the foundation for famous dishes such as chicken and waffles. Waffles and chicken. Breakfast sandwiches, like a waffle breakfast sandwich, for example, or even dessert creations like the waffle cone, loved by all. Pancakes are largely confined to sweet preparations and rarely, sometimes, but rarely succeed outside that context. The adaptability of waffles makes them more suitable for a wide range of meals and preferences. Therefore, supporters of pancakes often argue that they are simpler to prepare, more traditional. However, convenience does not equate to quality, and tradition alone does not justify superiority. Modern waffle makers have eliminated any significant difficulty in preparation, rendering this argument obsolete. When quality, experience, and functionality are considered, waffles clearly outperform pancakes. Therefore, in conclusion, waffles surpass pancakes in structure, texture, versatility. Their thoughtful design enhances flavor delivery. Their texture elevates the eating experience, and their adaptability broadens their culinary value. For these reasons, waffles are not just different from pancakes, but undeniably better. Thank you.
Well, I see your little argument.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, I respect that you put so much effort into such a beautiful delivery. I disagree. I disagree vehemently. Vehemently. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tea drinkers of all kinds, I stand firmly in support of pancakes. The morning carb that surpasses its second rate cousin and knockoff, waffles. It is superior in texture, versatility, and the overall dining experience. It is cultural around the world, including Korea, China, Mexicano, as well as various other things around the world. Now, do you see Chinese waffles? You're lying. Continuing. Firstly, Pancakes offer a superior texture and consistency. They have soft and fluffy interiors, providing the eater with a comfort and warmth of a mother's hug. With joy, their counterpart, waffles, cannot compete. They are often dry, rigid, and much less comforting. Pancakes deliver a constantly satisfying experience that doesn't just compromise their taste for a little bit of crispy that is often jarring to your gums. Secondly, pancakes are much more versatile than waffles. Waffles have chicken and waffles, and that is it. There is nothing else. Pancakes are soft and uniform. They have flat surfaces that allow even distribution of all types of toppings, considering syrup, fruits, butter, whipped cream, and the various other toppings that are easily distributed upon a pancake. While on a waffle, it's often deep pockets, trap all of the toppings unevenly, causing sogginess throughout. Have you ever been able to successfully spread butter on your waffle? No. You know what happens? Little chunks fall in those deep pockets. That is a very oddly sexual gesture I just made, and I apologize to the jury. Continuing on, please don't sue me. The butter splits into various different sizes and falls in the 3 or 4 pockets that it was touching, and it doesn't get anywhere else. Pancakes provide a balanced combination of cake to topping throughout the entire experience. And additionally, pancakes easily adapt to different flavor variations from sweet to savory, and culturally bringing that back. Even Chinese people have pancakes. Finally, pancakes offer a much simpler and more efficient means of preparation, unlike waffles, who are the pick me girls of the hotcakes. Pancakes have aged gracefully, and they don't require special equipment to get ready in the morning, nor do they put down the others. They simply are. They are the classic beauty of the hotcake. There's a reason they were first. Only requiring just a bowl and a simple pan, whereas waffles require the use of a specialized iron, which you would have to buy separately. It is not included. More money. This sounds like some rich people nonsense. This iron that I speak of is especially difficult to clean. You must get into individual grooves where various things have gotten stuck up in there. It's hard to clean, and there is also a wire connected, meaning you cannot fully put it into your sink without electrifying yourself to death. All you can use is a napkin and some prayer. This iron eliminates the ability to individualize portion sizes outside of mini and large. Whereas pancakes are much easier to tailor size wise. They come in all shapes and sizes. We are size inclusive here. All types are welcome. Thick, thin, wide, unwide, golden brown, pale, slightly crispy around the edges or completely soft, dependent on your preferentials. They are ideal for stacking or for sharing with your friend or your mother who made you pancakes as a child, not waffles because she knew it was good for you. They can easily adapt to individual preferences. Now, what do waffles do? They have a rigid structure of gridlock. That is called communism, and I stand by that. We are democratically implemented. Only commies eat waffles, and you decide what's right for you. While pancakes offer a special grace, a special inner peace, and introvertedness. Waffles are tryhards with their look at my pattern, notice me, look at me with my little grids and my little edges. It's so sharp. Don't I just look fancy for all the richy riches?
You can get a waffle iron for like $2 at the thrift store.
Not relevant, I say, not relevant. I smite thee in the name of the Lord. I'm also a televangelist. Bartholomew, you can find me on the YouTubes. In conclusion, pancakes are more versatile and offer an overall better dining experience. They are superior in texture. They do not cut the top of your pretty little mouth. They keep it nice and soft and safe in there. They are the classic breakfast treat for a reason. All of these things are why pancakes clearly stand above waffles and deserve your love and support. Choose pancakes.
Choose waffles because I'm not bringing politics into this. Waffles are just better. um, well, that is Blueberry and Bartholomew debate, waffles versus pancakes. And to decide the winner of this debate between us two men, we must ask you men and women and children and any others. I think that covers most of them. uh, please comment below who you think won waffles versus pancakes, the debate, or you can just comment waffles because we all know they are better.
And before you listen to this nasty, nasty little lies, choose pancakes. They're nicer. They're kind. You know you wanna. Do you
What
have?
you've heard here about pancakes is all lies.
I
And it
disagree.
is propaganda. Or should I say pancake-aganda?
Well, you dirty little waffle lovers can stay on your side because you're wrong.
You know, if you prefer pancakes, you might as well just
What are you gonna say to me, sir? Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. What do you want, sir?
you might as well just realize that you are wrong. And that waffles are better and surpass pancakes in all ways. And if your waffles are cutting your mouth, then your mama don't know how to cook them because that is way too crispy.
I can't believe you're bringing people's mamas into this. Dirty move.
Well, you brought their mamas into it.
And I told them that they were loving and kind, and you told them they
If
were
their
stupid.
mamas made them pancakes, then that is not love. That is soggy.
Your little pockets just gather up all that nasty
Well,
stuff,
they
leaving
can hold
soggy
up to the
holes.
pressure. they can hold up to the pressure and you can get more toppings. And also, you can there are ones that you can take the iron out and wash them if you had done your waffle research, but you haven't because you
That
are
sounds like rich
unsuperior.
people stuff. The ones with them nasty little irons that come out, those are for the riches.
They are $5 at the thrift.
Not
If
everyone
you
has
get them at
$5,
thrift,
sir.
then that is sad. And
Mine comes with equipment included
I'm
from your
sorry.
normal everydays.
Okay, well, that's just called laziness. And that concludes the debate today. And it also concludes this episode. So thank you for joining Bartholomew and Blueberry for this episode today. We've taken over the podcast, and who knows, we may take over another podcast in the future if Gabrielle and Elena are ever out of town again. They asked us to cover for them. So we shall see you in the next episode.